If you've ever finished someone's sentence because they're stuttering or you thought they were nervous, there's something that you should understand because stuttering may not be what you think it is. I stutter and I've realized that fluent speakers or people who do not have a stutter do not fully realize what is going on when someone is stuttering or has a stutter. There is a lot more underneath the surface, underneath the physical manifestations of stuttering that the fluent speaker cannot see. And today I want to share with you a few things I wish everyone knew about stuttering so you can appropriately advise or support someone you know who is stuttering, either a family or a friend or a stranger. Let's dive in. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. McCool. I'm a GP from Ireland who runs a free online platform called Stutter Connect, which you're welcome to join. Link is in the description below. I have had a stutter for years, and it amazes me the lack of understanding of what stuttering is, what to do to help a person who stutters. And even I have been through medical school and I've become a doctor. And even during my training, there is nothing said about stuttering. There is no advice to give people about stuttering, even as a doctor. And ironically, the advice is to attend your GP if you have any difficulties with stuttering. Where do people find support, or what do you do to support someone with a stutter? The first thing I would say is stuttering is not the same every time. Some days for people who stutter, they can feel fluent, have very little difficulties, whereas other days they cannot string a sentence together, they cannot get a word out, they're struggling to say every single word. And it can be random, but some things can make stuttering worse, such as stress, anxiety, depression, lack of sleep, or sometimes when the person is speaking to a person in authority, that can trigger stuttering. And this is important because stuttering is not consistent. It can vary from person to person, and even a person's stuttering experience can change day in, day out. The second thing is not just about speech. If you think of an iceberg out in the ocean, you can only see the top of it, but there is 90% of the iceberg is below the surface, which you can't see. And stuttering is exactly the same. You only see the 10% of stuttering, the manifestations, the blocking, the getting stuck on words, but you do not see what the person is going through 24/7 all the time. They feel different, they lack confidence, they have anxiety, stress, depression, low self-esteem, all because they cannot speak like a normal fluent speaker and they cannot achieve the things that they want to achieve. They're being negatively judged in their social circles for having a stutter. They feel like an outcast, a black sheep. If you know someone who stutters, try to encourage them to be more open about their stutter. Try to get them talking about how they feel about their speech and about themselves. And there is nothing to be ashamed about, because if it is out in the open, the person will be at ease. Talking always helps. Talking about your issues and difficulties will always make things better, and stuttering is no different. So if you have a family or friend who stutters, try to talk to them about it in a sensitive manner and encourage them to do so. The third thing is finishing a person's sentences who is struggling with stuttering does not generally help. You may think that you're doing them a service by helping them say the words that they want to say, but this is in fact probably making them worse. What you should do is give them time, give them respect, wait for them to say the words that they want to say in a patient fashion. Do not negatively criticize or judge or laugh at their speech, but try to follow what they're trying to say rather than how they're saying it. The last thing that I would say is people who stutter are just as capable as people who do not stutter. They are just as intelligent, they're just as capable, they have the ability just as a person with normal speech, only they sometimes struggle to say the words that they want to say. But the stuttering can impact their ability to achieve their goals. They tend to be more shy, be less confident, don't try to put themselves for a job interview for fear of failure, but they have the ability, they just lack the confidence. Those are some of the things I wish fluent speakers knew what I was going through, and what everyone else who stutters wish that fluent speakers knew what they are going through. So if you know someone who has a stutter, these are the best ways to show them the support that they truly need. Or ask them to join Stutter Connect, my free online platform where they can practice speaking with other people who stutter from around the world, gaining valuable support with people by people who know what they're going through, who have a lived experience of stuttering. And if you have any questions about stuttering, things that I have not answered, feel free to comment below. What questions do you want to ask someone who stutters but are too afraid to ask? I want to see those questions in the comments below. Like this video, share it with a friend, join Stutter Connect, and I will see you all in the next video. Best luck, everybody.